Hello, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I see from my subscriber list I've managed to get over 100 now, which is a wonderful thing. It's yes, for someone starting out with a new channel, getting to a certain milestone is brilliant. But anyway, to introduce something that I always start the videos with, I like to have a bit of a blither at the start of my video. So if you go down to underneath the video where the title is and it says more and then ... if you click on that, it'll give you the timings of the different parts of the video. So if you don't want to listen to the blither, you fast forward to the bit you do want to listen to, like ingredients and stuff. Anyway, that's for people who've never been here before. For people who have been here before, welcome. This is the blither bit. You know what? Genuinely, I have no idea what I'm going to blither about this time. I cooked a decent meal today. It was really, really nice. And yeah, oh yeah, I've started on a course of Wegovy or Wegovy. It's a dieting drug. Not much for drugs myself. I prefer to do things naturally, but as you can see by my fat and old face, I'm struggling a bit with my weight. So I'm going to try a course of Wegovy. So day one, I'll come back in maybe future videos to say it's worked or it hasn't, and you may notice the size of my face not changing. It's going to take a few months, so I'll keep you all abreast with how Wegovy. Anyway, that was, sorry, an impromptu bit of blither today. I didn't even plan that at all. So what are we doing today? It's another vegan dish. It's another sort of quite a sort of meaty vegan dish. So again, something you know, for your carnivore friends are not going to be worried about. So sweet potato and gochujang red pepper paste. It's got a spicy red pepper paste. It's Korean. It's fermented. So in the sort of same ballpark as kimchi and things like that, only a bit more spicy. I really, really like it. It works well with this curry, with sweet potato and coconut and some spinach near the end. And I've also cooked up a batch of air fried tofu, which is really, really nice. I will do a recipe on that one day, or the various different things you can do with air fried tofu. Anyway, let's, you know, get on with it. Ingredients and cooking part. And what is on today's board of veganness, but tasty for people who aren't veganness? We start with, I've got about a pound of sweet potatoes, a very, very lovely vegetable. 3 cloves of garlic, about a heaped tablespoonful of fresh ginger. Once that's grated, that's about a heaped tablespoon of a single onion, a can of coconut milk, a generous handful, probably 2 handfuls of baby spinach, 2 tablespoons of dark soy, a couple of tablespoons of sesame oil, maybe a tablespoon and a bit of sesame oil, and the centerpiece of the dish is going to be this Korean pepper paste called gochujang. I've used it quite a lot in the past. It's really, really nice. And as a sort of adding to all that, I've cooked up a batch of my air-fried tofu. I'll do the recipe to this one day, but it's really easy. Toss your tofu in garlic powder and corn flour and soy, with probably a little bit of chili flakes if you want to, in the air fryer for about 10 minutes. Really gorgeous. Adds quite a lot to this dish. What we're going to do, I'm going to serve it with noodles, only I haven't got any noodles, so I found some tagliatelle in the cupboard. That will play the part of noodles excellently. So, go! And here we go. Onions. Here we are again, frying onions as can be. All good fun and a jolly good cup of tea. There's going to be recipes in the future that will not start with a frying onion. Alas, today is not that one day. So, slightly caramelized, so let's get that going for 10 minutes on a very high heat. Try not to burn, keep stirring. La da 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 da. 10 minutes in, drop the heat down a little bit. Let's get the ginger in first. I decided not to grate it, I've decided to chop it because I quite like the taste of ginger. And sometimes you want it to be woo. You want it more subtle, you grate it. I want it to be less subtle this time, so I'm going to chop it. And then the garlic. So not long, 1 or 2 minutes. Add a splash of water. You think it's starting to burn. What you really don't want is burnt garlic. Next, I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons of soy. Heat right down. And my 2 tablespoons of gochujang. Stir vigorously. The smell coming off this is incredible. I'm going to add a little bit of water, half a glass of water, just so it doesn't burn. And they're also liquid for when the sweet potatoes arrive, which will be presently. So about a minute of that. Start adding in your chopped up sweet potatoes. I'm going to want to soften those before I add anything else in. So I'm going to give it 2 or 3 minutes. So actually a couple of minutes in, I've changed my mind. Normally I would cook this for 1 or 2 minutes and then add the coconut milk in and then simmer that for about 10 or 15 minutes or 15 to 20 minutes. I'm going to simmer this first. I've added a little bit more water. I'm going to simmer this for another 5 minutes. And then I'll go with the coconut for 15 minutes or so. So I reckon 5 minutes-ish, more of that, and then we'll go with the coconut milk. So I think we've done that first good 5, 6, 7 minutes together. So now we add our coconut milk. The reason why I changed my mind a minute ago with the last instruction was because sometimes I don't really enjoy overcooking coconut milk. Sometimes it can be yeah, a little sour if you overcook it. So I've shortened the amount of time we simmer in the coconut milk and lengthened the amount of time we simmer in that little bit of water and gochujang and soy. So this now will be probably a good 15 minutes. So turn the heat right down and we'll let it bubble away. A low bubble. Get your pan ready with your noodles if you're going to use them, or in my case, tagliatelle, so it's all ready for the last 10 minutes of cooking. Ta-da! So, there's still a little bit of liquid to reduce. The sweet potatoes are right on the edge of going soft, so we're about 15 minutes in. Let's get our spinach in. Give that 2 or 3 minutes. Sometimes spinach is really good when it's very well cooked, like in some of the curries that I do. Other times spinach is really good when it's still slightly raw. This would be one of those occasions. So you don't want to overdo your spinach. And now we're near the end. The pasta stroke noodles are cooking well. So last thing to do is add our air fried tofu. And literally a minute Also, after doing that, you will be ready. Let's have a little taste. That sauce is very nice. Yes. Bom, 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 bom. And that's it. We are finished. It didn't really take that long. I think in the end it's only roughly just over half an hour. So let's have a bit of noodles. Let's pretend they are noodles rather than tagliatelle. And there is a beautiful sweet potato, spinach, coconut milk, and finished off with a bit of tofu. That's really rather gorgeous. Thank you very, very much for watching. Bye-bye.